Uzo Aduba likens dating in New York City in his 30s to Sex and the City. It's true. You have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find the right one. Aduba, 43, tells People. It was hard sometimes to remember some of the relationships where I was like, he wasn't that great. And I really thought that guy was the greatest. The Orange is the New Black Star details some of those failed relationships in his new memoir. The Road is Good. How a Mother's Strength Became a Daughter's Purpose. Out September 24th. In the book, Aduba opened up about how at one point, she messaged all but one of the men she was dating saying, "You hurt me. I don't deserve this." Per People. We let them get away with it. I allowed myself to be ignored and mistreated to a certain extent. I deserve more respect, and it's okay to assert and point out when I don't understand. I'm not entirely to blame, but I am responsible for nipping it in the bud and not doing that. I think a lot of guys know they're treating women badly, but they don't talk to them about it. Aduba, too, realizes that she hasn't always been honest about her desires in relationships. On our first date, the guy asked me, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Oh, nothing serious. And we just want to hang out," she says. The actress thought that if she told men honestly what she was looking for, it would somehow scare him away. She added, "I was willing to take half of the money I made. I also thought that within a few months, I'd show him how great I was, that I'd convince him, and that he'd want the same. But that's a lie. I'm surprised he didn't want to follow through on it after that." Aduba admitted that she'd almost given up on looking for love. "The road was tough and I was sure it wasn't going to work out," says the mother of 10-month-old daughter Aduba. "I accepted that this was my story, that I'd been too career-driven and hadn't paid enough attention to everything else about me." Eventually, Aduba met film director Robert Sweeting on a rooftop at a bar in Midtown Manhattan. "He made me feel safe," she says. "I felt safe to be my complete self in front of him. Not the best part of myself, but my weaknesses, my vulnerability, my weaknesses, my ugly parts, everything. I felt safe to show him, and when he saw that, he still loved me. I have never doubted, and I never will doubt, that he loved me." The couple held an intimate ceremony in September 2020 in Aduba's sister's backyard, so that she could watch her mother say, "I do," following her pancreatic cancer diagnosis. "At first I was really sad that this is how our wedding was going to turn out," Aduba says. "But from the moment we started in my sister's yard, it was perfect. It was more than enough." Now, as a happy family of 3, Aduba is clear. Things happen the way they should happen at the time. Her full Igbo name, Uzo Amako, means "the way is good" in English, and they think this is what happened in hindsight. "Nothing in my path should be easy. It's supposed to be a little nerve-wracking, but once it arrives, it's so much more delicious than you'd expect," Aduba says. And that was absolutely true here. It doesn't really matter what the other chapters were, because in the end it worked.